and welcome to Aspire for Her. In today's feature on young working women, we are going to talk to Shenelle Pereira. Shenelle has been working with E&Y as an auditor in the diversified industrial sector, and she graduated from the James Cook University, Australia, with a Bachelor in Accounting and Masters in Business Administration. And she earned a position in the Dean's List during her graduation. She was a member of the Golden Key International Honor Society and held the position of treasurer for 2 years over there. She plans to pursue chartered accountancy in the coming year. Shenelle also paints during her spare time. So Shenelle, welcome to Aspire for Her.
Thank you for having me.
So Shenelle, tell me, you work in audit. What do you think is the most exciting part of working in audit?
I think it's safe to say that audit is not perceived as one of the most exciting career choices, but it's far more versatile than one might imagine. It's more than just Excel and numbers. So working in the diversified industry sector at Ernst and Young, I've obtained a lot of exposure to the functionality of multinational corporations. In addition, you get to work with key decision makers like CFOs, directors, and VPs of finance to understand the business process and business activities. So I believe audit is a great stepping stone, regardless of whether you see yourself in this career path long term, or if you want to go and change into another line of business.
Okay, so what behavioral characteristics do you think an auditor requires to be a good auditor?
Well, professional skepticism is key as an auditor. Given the nature of our work, we need to have a constant questioning mindset to determine if there is possible fraudulent risk and risk of misstatement. Individuals also need to be diligent and dedicated. We have peak, which peak lasts for about 6 months of the year, and individuals need to be prepared to work long hours as we have very strict deadlines. For most fields, you also need to be detail-orientated and fairly organized. When it comes to audit especially, you need to document down everything, including your interview process, if you've cited to an invoice, the bank statement, or the work is considered not complete. And lastly, but not least, you actually have to have a very thick skin. Auditors need to be prepared to be shot down a lot by officials because our job is essentially finding errors in their work. So they may be fairly wary or defensive. But it's so important to broach the issue in a professional manner and in a polite manner that involves clarifying doubts rather than resorting to an accusatory tone.
Absolutely, I think you've really hit it on the nail. How important is the concept of financial independence in your overall pursuit of a career?
I think regardless of your career, most people strive towards obtaining financial independence. I can say right now I'm not quite there. I still reside with my family and I don't pay any rent or living expenses, but I'm definitely trying to focus on work experience and education for now. Once I have obtained enough experience, I plan on pursuing that path to financial independence, possibly in the upcoming year.
Of course. So do you believe it's easier for a woman to have a female boss compared to a male boss? Does it really make a difference?
In my experience, and I've worked with both male and female superiors, gender has not impacted my interactions whatsoever. I think it comes down more so to personal attributes of the individual and their leadership style. When it comes to your relationship with your superior, it's important that it's nurturing and feels like a supportive environment. There needs to be good communication, direction, and empathy, actually, to minimize conflict.
So what would be your ideal concept of a perfect organization that you would like to work for?
Ideally, I'd like to work in a flatter organizational structure, something that probably an environment that encourages professional growth and training. Also, I really see myself thriving in an organization with two-directional flow of communication. So not only just feedback for myself, but feedback for my supervisors and my peers. I'd really enjoy an environment that fosters constructive criticism and candid dialogue.
Okay, That was a very interesting conversation, Shenelle. Thank you for the conversation and thank you for being with us. Bye for her.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Bye.